What's up, y'all? J. Roos Theory. I got to talk about something that's getting kind of annoying, and I don't know if people just are fanboys of the person. Of course, you know that I've said plenty of times Anthony Joshua is my favorite fighter right now, but that doesn't stop me from calling it like I see it. Like I said before, I said Andy Ruiz would be his toughest fight. I was right. I picked Alexander Usyk to win in the rematch. I was right. So I can like a fighter and still call it like I see it. A lot of people don't have that ability apparently. And then shout out once again to Kurt from Counterpunch Boxing News. He was talking about people questioning Anthony Joshua's chin, and he's like, I don't know so much if it's his chin or if it's his will. That's how I see it. You guys can't really say that he doesn't have a chin when on his worst night, as I've said many times, on his worst night, he ended the fight on his feet. He wasn't face down like Deontay Wilder. And, sometimes too, it's hard to critique a chin because does a good chin mean that you never go down, or does it mean that if you get knocked down, you get back up? It could be looked at either way. But for you guys to be like, oh, once Ngannou touches his chin, this and that, like, he's going to go down and he's got a weak chin. What fight are you basing that off of? Because if you're basing it off the Klitschko fight, he won that. If you're basing it off the first Andy Ruiz fight, like I said, they stopped it, but he was on his feet and he won the rematch, won every round. Cut Andy Ruiz or either in the first or the second round. So I don't know if people just want him to lose, so they just keep saying, when Ngannou hits him, it's going to be, lights out. And I was watching the face-off between Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou, and Ngannou was kind of questioning Anthony Joshua's chin too, and Joshua was like, when have you ever seen me on the ground, like, knocked out? And then when they were talking about if he hit Anthony Joshua the same way that he hit Fury, he didn't think that Joshua would get up. And Joshua said, well, who doesn't knock down Fury? So, I was telling somebody in the comments too the other day, I was like, you do know that Fury got knocked down by Steve Cunningham, or cruiserweight. So, let's not act like because Ngannou knocked Fury down that means AJ's in trouble. I told people a long time ago, I said Ngannou is probably going to knock down Fury in this fight. I picked Fury to win. I was wrong. But I said I do believe there'll be a point somewhere in them 12 rounds or 10 rounds that Fury's going to hit the canvas, and that's just what happened. And for everybody to act like Ngannou's chin is so granite and, his skull is so thick, he's got a big neck. He's got a big neck. So does Anthony Joshua. But the thing is, those MMA guys do not hit the same way that a professional fighter hits, especially a puncher. A professional boxer knows, the top guys anyway, they know how to throw a punch, where to place a punch on your face to cause you some serious problems. A lot of MMA guys I notice hit with this part of the hand when they're throwing hooks. They hit with the inside of the hand, like the thumb part. Professional boxers don't do that. They hit with the knuckles right here. We throw the hooks different. We know we place our feet different. We're not so squared up like an MMA fighter that, if you push them, they'll be off balance because they're trying to get in position to kick somebody. So I don't know what everybody's talking about. AJ has a weak chin, yet he has the best resume in the heavyweight division. So along with that resume, he's got mainly victories. Only lost to Usyk twice and Ruiz once. So how are you going to say the dude don't have a chin? Like, what are you basing this off of? Your own bias? But, like I said, we will see on March 8th. I like Francis Ngannou, he's talking real confident at the face-off. Joshua looked like he was just staring at him, taking it all in, but Ngannou, he wasn't really talking trash, but he was making it known that he's going in there to handle business, and he said he's not going to look for the knockout though. He said he made a mistake like that before against Stipe Miocic, and he didn't get the results that he wanted to get in that first fight. Second fight he did, but he said he also said when they told him about going 12 rounds, he's like, no, are you crazy? Like, so he probably shouldn't have said that in front of Anthony Joshua, because Joshua was like, how many rounds we going, 10 or 12? He wasn't sure. And then Ngannou made it known that he didn't want to go 12. So that kind of gave Anthony Joshua perhaps a strategy, like, even though it's 10 rounds, I'm going to try to take him into the later rounds, like seventh round, seventh round, and try to tire him out and then just unload on him. So he kind of let AJ know that he's not mentally prepared to go 12 rounds. But you couldn't really get too much from that face-off. It was nice to see them in the same room, and everybody talking about, how big Francis Ngannou is. Do you see what he's wearing? The man's wearing a blousey top. It's blousey. It's out there. AJ's wearing a tight shirt. So the guy in the tight shirt is going to look smaller than the guy in the big blousey outfit. And of course, Ngannou's going to come in weighing more. I don't think he'll probably come in at 280 again, like he did against Tyson Fury or somewhere around there. Probably more like 275, 270. I'm guessing AJ around 250-ish, 252, somewhere around there. But I just mainly wanted to talk about everybody talking about that Anthony Joshua doesn't have a chin. I'm like, what are you basing that off of? A one Ruiz fight? The Klitschko fight? Look how many times, like AJ was saying, that Tyson Fury's been down, but he gets up. Anthony Joshua gets up. Deontay Wilder kind of gets up, but stayed down in the last fight with Fury. So I don't know. People are kind of going to see what they want to see. It's hard for people to like a fighter and still be objective. I can like a fighter and still call it the way I see it. Just because I like Joshua, I'm not going to say I think he's going to win if I don't think he's going to win. What kind of nonsense would that be? That would make me lose my credibility. But anyway, it's the J. Roos Theory. Make sure to comment, share, subscribe. If you wish to donate to the platform, my Cash App is $JRoos33. Shout out to everybody out there that's watching, the new subscribers, the bigger platforms that show me love. Shout out to them. Kurt from Counterpunch Boxing News, Andrew Tucker World, DT3 the Boone Man, Viking Samurai. Shout out to Tim Witherspoon. Boxing on the Edge, Showbiz the Adult, Boxing Wave, Mr. Boxing Today 2, Dusty Vision TV. Go check that out. He released a segment. The whole interview will be out in March, but he released a segment we did about Jack Johnson and in those times in the early 1900s. So go check that out, Dusty Vision TV. Shout out to him, real professional, great job. He mixed in Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and all types of other people in there with our interview. It was real professionally done. So go check that out, Dusty Vision TV. Subscribe to him and Dusty Vision Radio. Shout out to Lennox Roos. Who else do I watch out there? Chris Jones, the bodybuilder, not the Kansas City Chief guy. Just a lot of platforms out there that show me love. I appreciate that. They don't have to, but they do. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching LSR Forever, and be fearless. Yay.